Hey guys, it's Statomancer here, back again for a little bit more iRacing. Just loading up a racing session right now. Today we'll be racing again at Okayama International Circuit, the short version in the Global Mazda MX-5 Cup. For us Americans, that is a Mazda Miata ND. So that ought to be fun. Alright, I'm just getting loaded up now. The race is at 6. It's 5:49 right now. So I got about 10 minutes of practice, followed by 3 minutes of practice, followed by qualifying, and then the race. So race time we're looking at probably, I don't know, 20 minutes? Something like that. Not even. Yeah, actually probably pretty close to 20 minutes. And then we'll be doing 15 laps here. Now, last time I raced here, I did horribly. I was very disappointed with my performance, and it had nothing to do with crashing or dying or being terribly stupid, which I guess is nice. However, it's a little frustrating that I qualified the best I felt like I could, and whatever, and still managed to qualify dead last. I can't remember a race before this that I ever did that, but that was just how it went for me the other time. Since then, I have participated in another race here at Okayama, and I did manage a better time. You'll notice that my best lap time is now a 1:01.4, which is pretty good for me, given that I think that qualifying time, oh, that's a cut track, given that my qualifying time in the race I did very poorly was something like a 1:02.5. I'm still not great at this track by any stretch of the imagination. And, oh, don't upshift there. And I also did not race yesterday, which is becoming a rarity. I pretty much race every night, and yesterday, due to stuff, I just was not able to. So, that's fine and all, but I'm a little bit rusty at the moment. Oh, good God. So as you can see, my lap time there would have been pretty piss. Even if my first sector had been fast, I still would have ended up with a bad lap time. But let's see if we can get warmed up here. Remember how to do this dang track. Oh, nice slide. Oh, come on. Understeer for days. I guess I late braked. News to me. I should have been trail braking a little bit more. That's something I've realized about myself. I don't trail brake particularly well, especially in iRacing. When I was playing dirt rally heavily, first with a controller and then eventually with my T300 here, don't upshift there, damn it. I had gotten pretty good at trail braking. In rally, it really is more of a necessity than a suggestion, I think. And you could say the same thing in paved racing too. Oh, this is going to be bad. Sorry guys, strap in, this is going to be a hell of a race. And probably not in a good way, but I'm going to do my best here. Anyway, trail braking, yeah. It's that, in iRacing, you don't push the brake very hard. I'm overdriving corner 1 there, that's why that's going so poorly. I need to slow the fuck down. You don't push the brake very hard in the MX-5 to make it actually, like, legitimately brake. God damn. So, when I try to trail brake, I'm always worried that I'm pushing the brake too hard. Then I might not be pushing the brake hard enough. Is the braking actually doing anything for me? Is it helping stabilize the car? Is it helping push the weight forward? You know, life's tough questions. So I'm working on that, but it is a work in progress. Okay, that wasn't horrifying. It was still too slow. That one I'm slowing down too much for. Corner 1 I'm going too fast into. Catching a lot of wheel spin in some of the other corners. T1, you just gotta be patient as hell and then just drive it out. And that wasn't horrifying. It still isn't as fast as I've been able to do it in the past, but it's better. Come on, no, don't go around. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to stay on it. Oh, hello. Okay. I wasn't even on the race line. Oh, great. Hold on. I don't want to come out with a broken car. I will say right off, this is where me and my buddy, who has made certain sort of guest appearances on the stream here, Jordan, do disagree. He thinks this track looks really fun. I kinda don't like this track. Maybe because I'm not getting it. I should be maybe more inclined to accept the challenge. Look at that. There's a first sector or a second sector for you. Finally, something good happens. This corner gets me. When I get it right, it's nice, but oh, look at that. And as I say it, I got it right. So that's nice. I'm not a complete screw-up. Yay! Okay. This corner needs to be taken quite zippily. There we go. There we go. Okay. I was a little late on the gas there. That's a confidence thing as much as anything. But hell, that lap actually turned out quite nicely. Maybe all hope isn't lost. If I could just figure out the brake zone for T1. And man, just slow on the gas, but you look at the relative there. Not horrifying. Just trying to, yeah, there we go. I've also realized, look at that, holy cow. I've also realized I've been using the accelerator a bit more like a button than a pedal. And while I guess I could get away with that in Phoenix, this track ain't having any of that shit, so I really have to dial back my throttle control, especially at the exit of corners. I just get a lot of wheel spin. I lose time. You saw me lose control earlier due to excessive wheel spin, which resulted in major oversteer. It's actually a really slow burn oversteer. This car has a funny oversteering way about it. Oh, that's going to be my fastest overall lap. Hey, hey. We are doing something right. I'm getting a little warmed up here. That's good. I was getting nervous. If my fast talking didn't already convey that. Way late on the gas, and yet somehow that is acceptable. And what's odd to me is that it makes me think that there's just a lot more pace in that corner. But every time I try to go faster, it seems like I get thrown off, or somehow it ends up being slower. Now that wasn't the ticket. I guess you can drive into the grass to let me by. That's a little bit more polite than I would have been. But okay, I would have just gone around you, buddy. 66 people registered. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those evil races. Okay, I'll get into the apex, you whore. That was a bit of a late apex. It was too late because I didn't make it all the way to the outside of the corner, thus not using all the track, thus not carrying as much speed as I could, thus bad sector. But not a horrible sector. I'm starting to get warmed up here. I'm wondering if I can use that dirt patch on the inside to help me figure out when to accelerate. Look at that though, that's not horrible. And it's also worth remembering too, since I just set my fastest overall lap, that all those sector times got, like, to use programming terms, committed. And so now when I see 2/10 worse in that corner I just did, what that is it's like that's as fast as I did it, you know, last time, which was, I thought, pretty good. Just not as fast as I just did it now. And what I just did now was, for me, pretty screaming, so... Oh, come on, that's a lot of blood red. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope I can provide you with some nice racing content. I'm going to do my damnedest to provide you guys with a good race. I knocked out a 101.2 on that lap that... Man, that's not a bad time at all. That is a terrible corner. My shame is great. My shame is great. As usual, I'm not looking at live chat, so if anyone's here, feel free to chat, and I will respond to you after the video's over, here in about a half hour. Or you can comment on the... I think you guys can comment on my video, and I will absolutely read and respond to those. Unless they are offers for unlicensed or open source music or something, which is, you know, I get a lot of those lately. But I just saw the video of it's Inside Sim Racing, Sean Cole, and the other dude that shows up sometimes but hasn't been lately. I think that's Inside Sim Racing. SimPit, sorry, it's SimPit. Did you guys see that SimPit video about iRacing? So Sean Cole's been running the MX-5 Cup, and doing a pretty good job. Given that he's like an established sim racer, it makes me very, very happy and honestly a bit proud that I kind of run similar times to him, as I am very new at this sport. I've only been doing this now for 2 months. I've only had iRacing for 1. Okay, I've probably been sim racing since about April or May, but I mean, that ain't a long time. And I mean, racing before that was fucking Forza on an Xbox controller. It wasn't anything hardcore. You know, my drive into work is always a bit harrowing, but that's just because I like having fun. But other than that, I've got no racing experience. Okay, and go-karts. I've got go-kart experience, and not Max Verstappen badass go-kart experience. I went up to the place up in town 5 minutes away and paid, you know, $30 to run go-karts for a little while. So not really a lot of racing experience, and yet I felt like my pace and Sean Cole's pace are pretty close. Now, he doesn't run the races as much as I do. I had a time quite a bit faster than his, if I'm not mistaken, in Phoenix. But I ran Phoenix. I did like 7 or 8, 9 races there, and I'd do it all again. I loved Phoenix, man. Phoenix was my jam. Have I been black flagged? Is there a reason I didn't post a sector time? Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter now. But he did this sorry, the SimPit did this really great video in iRacing. I've learned a lot from them already. But they did a great video about weather and how weather affects turning radius, or not turning radius, like cornering speeds, wheel spin. And iRacing's done such a brilliant, and I do completely, I'm enamored with this game. It's a simulation. They did such a brilliant job where if it's hotter, your car loses power because of the air density, unless there's humidity, in which case the air density increases, just like you would sort of expect in real life. Done just such a fantastic job on this game. I'm going to keep calling it a game. I'm sorry, iRacing. I know you guys are serious. I totally know you're serious. It shows in your work. It's really brilliant stuff. But, okay, this is a 2-minute practice session. If I really cook, I might actually be able to make an actual full lap. Do this out lap and then do a full lap, but... Oh, suck my... Alright. Well, not anymore. I'm just going to drive around with the black flag. This is going to be over before it begins. If I restart, I'm not going to even get to try the lap. That makes me nervous, because that's not the first time I've done that tonight, and it seems like I just need to be more in tune with when the car starts to slip. I know how to feel it, and I've been feeling it, and I've not been responding in kind. Maybe I'm thinking, oh, the car will be okay. It's also entirely possible, thank you SimPit, that it's just hot here today and I don't have a lot of tire traction. Tire traction, why does that sound dumb? I might be losing traction in the rear. It might be worse because of the weather, not sure. Or I could just be driving like a clod. In either case, I have to get over that and do better. Look at that. That's how you take that corner. Fucking right. But no, I thought that was just a really great video. I have never come into the pits here. I should really practice that, but I'm not going to have time. I've been meaning to practice that and just give it a try, and I actually have failed. Thomas is saying sorry to me. Don't worry, buddy. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Our cars did not touch. Thus, you are fine, my friend. Maybe they will give me just enough time to get into the pits. That's just right up here. The only time I tried it, I did a bad job. Let's just say Jimmy had a video a while ago called "It Was All Going So Well," where a dude does a bad job going into the pits, and Jimmy's race was inexorably destroyed because of it. Man, you just... okay. And then there's the entrance. Oh, there's the yellow cones. I have done this pit before. The yellow cones are way up here, though. Okay. Anywho. Okay, it is qualifying time. Sorry, to finish a thought. Like, I never finish a thought, I'm sorry. SimPit did just such a cool video. They did all this pseudo-scientific work. It's fairly scientific, let's just be honest. I think the sample size was a little small, but really interesting stuff, and it made me think. I've been thinking a lot about racing and how to get better and stuff, and reading stuff like that really does help me quite a bit. I think he was seeing at Jefferson Circuit, which is a sub 1 minute lap time. Not much bigger than this place. He was looking at 1.5 to 2 second a lap drops if the weather was bad versus if the weather was good. And weather being bad or good is basically the opposite of what normies consider weather being bad or good. Sunshine's bad. Nice cold wet air is good. But you guys are car guys, I'm sure you already knew that. Alright, here we go. First flying lap. Oh shit. I just screwed it up really badly. Ugh. Now I'm not going to be at top speed for T1. I'm actually not too bad on speed, thankfully, but that was just okay. Alright, here we go. Gotta think now. Terrible. Well, let's get a lap in the books, and then we'll try to clean it up. Driving like a lunatic around here, I don't think it benefits you very well. Very well, very much. I think driving aggressively here just causes a lot of tire heat, and it upsets the car. And the Mazda... I think the Mazda will let you manhandle it. Look at that! There we go! The Mazda will let you manhandle it a bit, but... a bit. Like that. Like smash the gas. And I will end up with not my fastest lap ever, but a good... actually a pretty good lap all the same. I'm happy with it. I really should be in the one flats. If I want to compete with the guys that I'm trying to compete with. Oh, baby. Hell yeah. That was something. That was something else. No off track. No off track. Perfect. Get up onto that curb. Oh, shit. I panicked because I thought it was sliding. And there goes the lap. I corrected for a slide that wasn't there. But I've become a little bit paranoid about that now. I don't trust the car so much there. And I went too deep here. And that's my lap. And I shifted when I probably shouldn't. Though really, honestly, it seems like about the same either way. Well, that lap was bullshit. My own fault. I mean, it's a qualifying session. Of course it's all my fault. I'm the only one here. But it's frustrating because I am trying. I think a 101.5 is a fine lap. It's a second faster than the crap I put down the other day. And I think that's acceptable to me. So let's see how we did. Not great. I would say not horrible, but look at my iRating. I'm supposed to be, not supposed to be, I am. I'm the third highest iRated person here. I'm supposed to be the third fastest guy here. And that is simply not the case. My fastest overall lap, though, is just about where the guy in first was. And actually, in my defense, look how tight this is. 101.26 to 101.51 is like 7 people. Actually, look at that. 101.5... 2.6 to 5.6, 0.3 of a second, I say that word wrong, separate 8 of us. Half a second separates 9 of us. And when Delphina, I don't know if that's a male or a female name, gets off of their ass and qualifies first like they're going to, nope, they failed to qualify entirely. Okay, now we grid up and the race begins. Unfortunately, because of my shoddy lapping abilities, we will be starting in 7th place. Typically when I start this far back, I mainly just shoot for a top 5 finish. I know that's not shooting for the moon, But I'd also say, I don't know Spanish very well. He's probably talking about his fastest lap. We'll shoot for a top 5. Maybe there will be chaos up front, and we can capitalize. My iRating has grown to the point, though, where they don't typically put me with people that make crucial mistakes, which also sort of means that I have to not make mistakes. I would say that my last few races have been pretty consistent. Not a lot of spin-outs. I don't think any spin-outs. I haven't hit the wall. I haven't, you know, other than bumping into other drivers be due to racing incidents, I think it's been pretty clean, so that's good. But if the guys up front don't tussle and crash and whatever, it's going to be very hard for me to get around them. This track does have passing opportunities, I don't doubt that, and I wouldn't deny that, but let's just see what kind of pace they turn. I'm not going to panic just yet. Any minute now the race will start. Once everyone grids up, we're still waiting on 4th place there. You can see the empty pit box to my front right, to my 2 o'clock. Once that fills in, or 2 minutes elapses, we start. There he is. Alright, I think that's it, yep. Alright, 15 laps at Okayama. Here we go. Come on, do not bounce into me. I will have a calf. We are going too wide into this corner, which is not good survivalism, but I can't just let the whole train run away. Yeah, get out of here, dude. I kind of slammed the door on Jose there, and I don't feel bad about it at all. I needed to take that spot and make it official. And it was worth it. I know it sounds crazy, but it was kind of worth risking the crash. Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Woo!
Number 8, you're an idiot.
Woo, doggy, that was close. Woo, doggy, Jesus, you'd think I was from Texas. That's nuts. That was, I honestly didn't have time to react, so I'm sort of reacting now. That was, holy shit, that was close. But, my friends, we are up into 4th place. The podium is right there. Alright, that wasn't blazing through that corner, but a lot of race left here. That wasn't super duper. Okay, I'm going to stop criticizing my corners every single time, and we're just going to drive. Now, the guys in front of me are 2.6 seconds ahead. They're all right stacked up, which means they're going to start battling for position soon. Oh, I've overdriven the corner horribly. Oh. Okay, I got to give up positions for that. I have no excuse. That was a total brain fart. And he gets out wide for that. You got to respect that. Oh, I just whiffed the apex. That would have been my shot right there, too. Okay, let's draft him and see if we can't get into T1. Man, I just lost that beautiful positioning that I had. That's a total bummer. I feel like I got to apologize to you guys, because, man, that's not good viewing. That was just really, really crap driving. But it's easy, I guess, to get distracted or to lose focus, which is what I did. Probably talking too much. Well, anyway, at least we have draft now. That's the silver lining. Oh my god, come on. Why have I forgotten how to brake for that corner? That was target fixation right there. Alright. Man, I was early on the throttle. That's gotta be good. Give me the draft. Come on, give me that nut. Let's go. Nice and easy. Oh shit, that's really inside. That wasn't easy. Had to turn away from the outside of the corner. I hate having to do that. It seems very, very slow. There we go. Just got to kind of let the car do its little slide, which I know sliding the car is a little bit slow and not great on the tires, but I had to let the car do its little slide, and then I can get on the gas once it's finished. Hey, I remember to stay in gear this time. Trying to focus up a little bit here. Damn it, I lost these positions. I just gave them away like I didn't even want them. I think this guy in front of me isn't the fastest dude in the world, though. That said, he's outpacing me right now, but I'm cautiously optimistic that I can get in front of Jose here. Shifted a little early there. Jose overdrove the corner. Now I'm right on his bumper, and I'm just gonna give him the business. Basically, I'm just gonna be right on his tail. I'm gonna make it look like I'm attacking on every corner as much as I can, even though I won't be. And I'm hoping that he'll overdrive or make a mistake. Say, for instance, here. I broke too early there, so now I'm paranoid. Oop, shouldn't have shifted. Every time. Okay, not every time. Well, so frequently I upshifted to third there because the car's at the red line. That's what you do. Now, you let it bing off the rev limiter for half a second while you navigate the corner. A little late on the gas there. How much is that going to hurt me? Not much. The gap isn't falling, though, and that's really the disheartening thing. Okay, we are a third of the way through this race. Plenty of race left to go. That's probably going to be an off. It's not. Hey! Alright, they will let me take a lot of that corner with me. Although I didn't do it intentionally. There he goes. Now he's overdriven. Oh, I couldn't capitalize. I didn't want to get into a wreck, and he kind of came back like a wrecking ball. And that's not his fault. He did fine. He did everything cool. I'm not trying to cast blame, but I got nervous, and I didn't want to end my race right there. I'd rather take 7th or whatever I'm in than not finish at all. Okay. He's starting to overdrive. I think I'm starting to get in his head, maybe. I'm hoping that's why. Maybe it's just mistakes. That's possible too. Come on, man. He gets a great exit on that corner every time. I am having a very hard time matching him. So I got to give him props there. He deserves those. That patch of dirt, they will let me drive over. I can't believe it. iRacing can be pretty finicky that way at times. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he's not overdriving that corner. Maybe that's the way normal people do it. I do it stupid, I think. I'm really not happy with how I take that corner, but I have not had time to play with it yet. I've only driven this track about 3 times. This is my 3rd time on this track. Slow in, fast out? Nope, just slow. There's the apex. And once again, we are lapping at almost identical pace, which is to say we are both lapping not very fast. 102 flat is not... They don't give you trophies for that kind of a lap time. Not at this level, anyway. Maybe in rookie. It's not like I was a rookie that long ago. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm never really trying to talk shit too well. That's not true necessarily, but generally speaking, I'm not trying to be rude to people or put anyone down. But I do know the pace was a lot slower on rookie. Those were the days. God dang. Alright, he had a better lap than me there. Now I'm on the back foot. There we go. I just took that corner perfectly, in my humble opinion. And I did make, I think, about 2 seconds on, or 2/10 right there. So good stuff. That was a lot. They're gonna let me have that too? Oh, wow. Oh, no! 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 Oh, my God. Okay. Welp. Is that my race? I hit that wall hard. That was unforced. And I am embarrassed. That sucks. It appears that the car is okay. No, whoa, whoa, whoa. The steering is not good. The steering wheel is... The steering rack is out of alignment now. I think I lost another place to that. Or not. Maybe that was... No, that was just a lap guy. I didn't actually lose a position there. A racing position. But can I drive this busted car for 10 more laps? Is the big question. Oh, sorry, 10 more laps. 6 more laps, I guess. No, the car's okay. You can see the wheel is obviously at a tilt here. I feel like Sebastian Vettel right now. Except without all the I'm a big dick-ishness that Sebastian Vettel seems to have a lot of. Nor do I like to walk like an Egyptian. Although I do like the song. Maybe he's got something there. Maybe he banged one of the Bengals. Gotta say, that'd be pretty a F1 driver thing to do. I suppose if I ever did an F1 drive, I'd be trying to do the same. If I wasn't married, of course. I love you, honey. Alright, also, they're old now. Anyway, that's beside the point. What is the point is this race, which is really getting out of control here. I'm losing time just hand over fist. It's very hard to keep pace with this car handling like this. Okay. But I do have a 1.7 second gap, but that gap is not going to be that gap for very long if I don't find a way to see. He got a better exit than I did. Oh, boy. Okay, that was a 105. Yeah, that's 3 seconds off pace. There's no way. Wow, that's my whole race gone. I dipped the smallest bit of tire into the dirt there, and it came around on me I couldn't have caught that. The only thing I could have done is not been an idiot and drove in the dirt. My dirt rally days come back to haunt me. Dirt's not so bad. Yeah, it is. But I did know that. That was... I mean, I've been taking certain liberties. And I think I've been driving through that dirt before, too. It's just this time it got me. That's a risk I'm going to have to learn, train myself to not take. Oh, Jesus. They're right on me. Oh, shit, I overdrove. Not good. Not horrifying, but not good. We are beginning lap 12 of 15, which means there are 4 laps to go, and I'm not going to hold on to this. Okay, here we go. I reported you. Already? Race is still on, dude. It's getting rude up in here. The leader's pitting. That guy that was crashed may have been the leader or a blue flag that hit the leader or something. We do have a couple back markers here. It's possible that level of anger from a guy who hasn't been demonstrating it too much already could definitely have come from a back marker crashing the leader. Oh shit, okay, that's an off. Sure is. Turn, car. The damned fucker thing won't turn. Oh my god. It won't turn! What am I supposed to do? Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, this sucks, but I'm losing about 2.5 seconds a lap. Well, that's generous. I'll say 2 seconds a lap due to the steering rack failure. I hate that these are the races I end up streaming, because later tonight I'm going to race again, and I'm probably not going to stream it, and I'm probably going to do just fine. I think the talking does distract me a bit, but I don't think talking caused that. I think me pushing really hard to catch up to Jose there is really the ultimate cause of my crash, which, well, it certainly wasn't Jose's fault, and it certainly isn't you, my lovely viewers. It's not your fault. That's just me. I like to think I'm a guy that can walk and chew gum at the same time. I do love to talk, if that hadn't become evident pretty quickly. But shit, you know, I don't know. That's racing. It's not very good racing, but that's racing. Okay, I'm back up into. I'm actually in 7th place though, so I'm actually at the position that I started the race in. I don't know how to feel about that because I'd surely be in 4th or maybe even 3rd if it weren't for some. If I hadn't overdrove the corner that's coming right on up here, and I hadn't spun and hit the wall, literally just not made those 2 pretty crucial mistakes, I think I'd be in 3rd right now. Maybe 2nd. I say that word wrong. Drives me nuts. Now you'll always notice. But damn. Alright. But that's the race. We got 1 lap to go. I believe, yep, I have a fat gap behind me, so I could drive pretty slow and be just fine. In fact, I'm probably going to drive a little slow because this car, I'm telling you what, this car is very hard to drive right now. Excruciatingly. Slow car ahead. Is that a points player car? No, it is a blue flag. It is the guy that was in 1st, I believe. The guy who went into a fat tirade. Which may or may not have been warranted. I don't think we're going to watch the replay for that one, because I don't really remember what lap it was on. I think I will go ahead and pop up the replay of me spinning out and crashing and feeling like an idiot, because, well, self-flagellation. Right? Isn't that what this is all about? Punishing myself and then learning from that punishment, so that hopefully in the future I can stand on top of a big old podium and hold up a big golden cup. I also took a whole pile of incidents. It had to be at least 5. Okay, it had to be at least 4, but I think it was 5. That also sucks, but not as much as the 7th place. Yeah, 7th in the end. Let me get out of this damn car. That just didn't go my way. Alright, let's watch this replay really quick. You can see the damage on the car, so we'll know what lap it happened. It happened this lap. I'm in far chase mode. I think that gives us the best view of this. So here we go. I took tons of the inside. I got out here. This is all fine and good. These curbs are slippy, but they're not that bad. But then, did I get in there? I don't remember how to slow-mo. I think that's still good to go. It's got to be the left rear suspension. Look, right there. Look, right there. Just like I said. And bam. We are dead. That is a real shame. Let's see the whole crash. Oof. I mean, it's a shame, but the good news is I did get to finish the race. I finished in 7th, which is where I started. My iRating hopefully won't get completely obliterated, nor my safety rating, hopefully. But that didn't really go my way. Maybe next time, though. Who knows? Speaking of next time, I hope I hope you guys can join me next time for another race. In the meantime,